And start to record here. And we will get started. Good morning. Good to see all of you. My name is Annie Lindy Kugel. I'm the Executive Director of the CSN, the Community Services Network. I use she, her pronouns, and welcome. I'm excited to see you. I know there's a lot going on in May and June in Portland. So very, very busy month. Juneteenth, of course, yesterday, and Pride Month. So just a lot of events and activities going on. So if you have a moment, I'm thinking actually at the end of this meeting that we will have time to share some events and upcoming, if you have table host requests, any of that. So we can hold that to the very end. And we do have some awesome speakers today sharing about their summer programming. So I think we will go ahead, just make sure everyone's been admitted. And get started. We have Kristen Rance from the Easterseals. She's the executive director or the CEO, correct? Is that how the terminology? Okay, great. My apologies. The CEO for Easterseals in Oregon, and is going to talk about their summer programming. So Kristen, I will let you go ahead and take the stage. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you, Annie, for having me. I'm very excited to be able to share about our summer camp. And as Annie mentioned, I'm Kristen Rance, the President and CEO for Easterseals Oregon. Easterseals Oregon provides life-changing disability and community services. We serve children and adults with disabilities, veterans, older workers, and their families through housing and employment services and recreation and respite programs. Our longest standing program is our summer residential camp. So we've been hosting consecutively since 1950 summer residential camp. But I'm here today to talk about our summer day camp program, which I'm very excited about. Prior to the pandemic, we held summer day camp in Southern Oregon, and this summer we are bringing it back, but in the Portland metro area. So our day camp this year is focusing on children in the, youth in the age ranges of 11 to 14. We decided to work with the middle school ages. There's a lot of great opportunities for integrated and inclusive camps for the younger ages, but as youth grow, a lot of opportunities end at the age 12. So in addition to dropping off for those connections that they make with each other, it also drops off the support that parents or caregivers have during that summer time. So our camp will be from 9 to 3, and we are scheduling 4 different weeks in 4 different locations. And we're also doing a different theme each day. So campers will have the opportunity to sign up for which theme they would like to go to, or for the full week, and then they'll get a discount. It's $80 a day or $350 for the week. But we also don't want the cost to be a barrier to anyone. So we have scholarships available. We have generous donors that we were able to gather some funding this summer for our campers. So there are scholarships available. We've hired on a great camp and recreation director, Ian Barretto, who has come with extensive camp experience and has really worked hard to make this dream a reality. The camp are geared towards youth ages 11 to 14, again, the middle school age range that have physical, intellectual, or developmental disabilities. The first one is going to launch, let me look at my dates, July 24th to 28th. And it's going to be held in Hillsboro at Evergreen Middle School. The schools were very great working together with us to get this up and running. So it will be convenient to everyone in that area. The themes are going to be Monday will be arts and crafts. Tuesday is going to be nature and exploration. Wednesday will be sports and recreation. Thursday is performing arts. And then Friday is a little bit of everything. So each camp day will have indoor and outdoor activity. All of our spaces will be cool, so that way the temperatures won't be an impact during the summer months that can get really hot, especially when we're going into August. So the first one, Evergreen Middle School, July 24th to 28th. Our next week will be July 31st to August 4th at Llewellyn Elementary in Milwaukee. Then August 7th to 11th will be held at Park Rose Middle School in Portland. And then our final session will actually only be a Monday to Thursday session, so we won't have that Friday option, but it's going to be in West Lynn at Willamette Christian Church. So I really would love for you to share the word, because we are doing small sessions. The camps are held a ratio of 3 campers to 1 staff. So it does require some independence with our campers. And we are not providing lunch, so they will have to bring their meals. We will have snacks on board. But it's going to be a lot of great fun, and a place where kids can feel safe and included, and they'll be able to build their confidence, gain friendships. And our ultimate goal is, after this camp session is held, then we can get to know the campers' needs and what areas the services are most needed in. And then we can build a year-round recreation and respite program. So then they can keep those connections each year. We're going to do karaoke. We have plans to work with Camp Kiwanis to do some activities, and some winter or spring break camps, as well as possibly bowling nights and some other things. That way we can not just have our summer week, but they'll be able to continue to have activities going forward year round. Are there any questions on our camp? And I can put the links to our webpage as well as the camp registration in the chat.
Awesome. And do you by chance, Kristen, have a PDF of that we could share?
Yes, I do. I might have to grab it from Ian, because he printed a bunch for me. And I don't know if he sent it to me electronically. So
No problem.
I will definitely get that over to you today, though.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. And so sorry, I was trying to, apparently my apologies for the link. There was some issue with the passcode needing to be required today. So my apologies for that. I just wanted to ask you a quick question though, Kristen. So you're saying that the programming this summer is then building, there'll be an extension kind of offered after that. Is that what?
Yes.
And that's
Yeah.
new,
So our goal is really, Easterseals was developed, founded really on supporting children. And so oftentimes the Easterseals affiliates have multiple programs for children. We have very few, and we have a lot of great resources with our affiliate network nationwide to be able to gain that. So we don't want it to just be a summer camp. We want it to build and be a year-round programming. So this was just our kind of get to know you period, where we're going to rotate weeks, rotate also the activities. So next summer may look a little bit different if we see that, the majority of the youth signed up on to do the performing arts or however, so we can kind of build on the needs and wants in the community. But we will have definitely, we've already got bowling planned in the works and karaoke nights to be able to continue on having some monthly activity that they can connect with year round.
Awesome. Awesome. And it sounds like there is potentially scholarship available for those of you who arrived late.
Yes, absolutely.
Of me, my fault. My apologies. So, okay, awesome. I think it's just super important to kind of know what's available. I know summer can be really challenging for families, and making sure that kids are plugged in healthy programs. So, so super appreciate you sharing about that. And Kristen, if you want to send that information to me for afterwards, I send out a follow-up kind of recap. So I will include that in that email as well. Any other questions?
One more note real fast. So we're going to do small sessions too this first summer session. So we're capping it at 15 campers per session. So it'll be a very small group, but also a great amount to be able to build some friendships and also have that space to be able to try something new and feel comfortable and confident in that area.
And the staff to student ratio is amazing. Did you say 3 to 1?
3 to 1, yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, and it looks like Lauren wanted to know about the age range.
For this particular camp we're targeting the middle school ages, like 3 to 14. We can flex a little bit if we're going to be like 10 to 15. So we're not hard, but that's really the area we're looking at is 11 to 14.
Perfect. Awesome. Any other questions for Kristen? I know that you have another meeting to tend to, so I appreciate you jumping in here. Okay, I think that's great. And Yes, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. This
No,
is
go ahead.
Wendy, and I couldn't get on the first Zoom meet. So,
Yes, my apologies.
with Kristen, will you be emailing out her, because I missed everything? Will you be emailing us with her email?
Yes, I can, well, I'll put the links in the chat, and then I'll send Annie over a flyer with the information as far as the locations, days, and all of the forms that we have too on there.
Great. Many of our youth programs have been asking for something. And so, yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kristen. I appreciate you being here and for sharing about this important program. So thank you. All right. Okay. So is Harmony on? I didn't see.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Harmony, do you have time? Daniel has a conflict at 10, and I just wanted to get the both of you in, but wanted to be respectful of both of your time. So would it be okay?
I can go.
Okay. Thank you so much for your flexibility. Okay, so we're going to actually have Daniel jump in here, and Daniel is with Portland Parks and Rec with their music program. And I'm sorry, Daniel, the exact name of the music program is?
Hi, so I am with the Community Music Center at Portland Parks and Recreation, and we are offering summer camps for music center summer camps at our partner organization called Youth. Is there a way that I could share a PDF?
You bet. You should have capability to do that.
Okay.
Let me know.
Excellent. Thanks so much. So let me know when it's okay.
It's
Now
good
you
to
can
go.
see it.
Yep.
So we have 4 camps starting on July 11th for grades 7 to 12. The idea behind the camps is to present a non-Western, non-dominant culture music program for the youth at East Portland. And so what we built is a music lab with computers and instruments and drums and instructors that are familiar with music technology but also with traditional ways of playing music. And essentially it's Tuesdays through Fridays 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Lunch will be provided through the free lunch and play program. And for families with financial hardship, we offer the Access Pass, which is a program from the city of Portland where families get access to 25, 50, 75 for 90% discount. And if that's still a barrier, they can contact me directly and we give them 100% discount for the camps. At the moment, enrollment is quite good. There are spaces on the July 11th camp, also in the July 18th. One space left for the August 1st, and 4 space left for the August 8th camp. The idea for us is to pilot this idea of the idea is to pilot the idea to pilot this program where we want to offer these services and this space for youth the entire school year. So where they can go and access a computer with all the programs and software necessary to do a podcast or a recording or just to explore some sort of like way of doing music with technology. So the camps are just a way for us to learn what the community needs, what things to improve, and also to offer something fun and do a different exploration of music making in East Portland. There are a lot of these programs nowadays where music technology is the main area. The difference between what we're doing and what we're offering is that we like to focus on non-Western, non-dominant culture genres. So it's welcome to Black creators and BIPOC creators and in general the community at East Portland. And any questions? Those are the QR codes. I'm gonna send this flyer and this poster to all of you, if to Annie and Ruth, if they can share it. And as well the information about the Access Pass, which is the discount at the city of Portland. And I don't know, any questions? And thank you, Harmony, for like the flexibility. Thanks so much. And yeah, so that's where the program is at. I'm super excited. It's the first time we do it. All the sort of like the medical and dietary needs and all of that is covered through ePact, which is this amazing platform where families, you know, do within the enrollment they get a link, they download an app, and they get to submit all the forms. So everything is a little bit transparent and also easy to access in terms of like care for the kids as well as the lunch. That was last minute development where were able to get the lunches for free, which it's kind of great. So yeah, so it's 8 places each camp. The ratio of instructor is actually we have a lot of personnel. We have 2 instructors, 2 counselors, and per 8 students. So it's kind of like 2 to 1. That's a good thing, and super excited. If you don't have anyone to attend, please come and visit, learn about the program, and maybe think for a future collaboration for the school year or for next summer. You all welcome to come and check it out. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel, so much. I love this. We have a music family and teens who play music, and so having access to a diverse music experience is so important. And thank you so much, Daniel, for putting this together. I know this is a work of love for you. And so we're super appreciative of that. And if any of you were at our Rosewood Fair, you would have seen Daniel off in the corner playing beautifully. And under the beautiful, I don't know if it was an oak tree or what, but I walked into this section of the fair and I was just completely blown away. It was just so peaceful and lovely. And so thank you so much for offering that, Daniel. And
Thank you.
yes, and quick question for you. So do students need, what kind of experience as far as with music do they need before they would enroll in this?
It's open to total beginners. We
Okay.
work with their level. So the idea is that we want to introduce fundamentals and skills of music, like traditionally, taught, and kind of like pair them with like music in the computer. So how to like open a Ableton or Logic session, how to like what's MIDI, what's live recording, all of that pair with like traditional music making. So it's open to anyone essentially with all knowledges. We will have on-site music instructors where they can explore how to play the bass, how to play the guitar, a little basic of drumming, a little bit of piano theory, all packed in 3 days, essentially 4 days. And then on Friday, the idea is to have them do a little bit of a, let's call it like a live band where there's going to be drums, basses, guitars, keyboards, and vocals, so they can explore jamming too as well. So yeah, so no limitation on levels. It's open to anyone.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Any questions for Daniel? And don't forget, students have the free TriMet passes too, if they need transportation to get to these camps. That is also a bonus for the summer as well.
Daniel, will you send that flyer?
Yes. Yes, I will
Oh,
send the flyer, and I will send the access pass information, which is very important.
yeah. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Daniel. Super appreciate you and these offerings, and appreciate you sliding in here real quick. So thank you.
Thank you, Annie. Thanks so much. Thanks, Melody. Harmony, Melody.
No problem. Have a great day. Thank you. And I'll share Daniel's information afterwards for sure for all of you. All right, next up we have Harmony from Portland
Hello.
Parks and Rec. Thank you so much, Harmony, for being flexible this morning. We appreciate it.
Of course. Can everybody hear me all right?
Perfect.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. So I was also planning to share a little bit about that access pass. So it's been shared, and I just want to promote it a little bit further. It seems too good to be true, but it
Perfect.
really can be up to 90% off. And I just really hope that people, take this opportunity to explore some wonderful programs and reach out, So I'll actually be talking about our free Learn to Swim week, which it's not pulled up right now, but I'll be reading off a little bit of information. So we have an exciting opportunity coming up this Saturday, June 24th, from 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. And this will be at your preferred pool. You can show up and you can get free swimming lessons through the week of June 26th through June 30th. We have half-hour time blocks in the AM sessions and PM sessions. The AM is around 8:30 to 12:30, and then the PM is 3:10 to 7:20. What's amazing about this program is that they build the class offerings based off the levels and needs of those who showed up. So one thing I would recommend is bringing a folding chair. Some neighborhoods are more popular than others, but again, at 8:30, you can show up to any of the Portland Parks and Recreation pools, outdoor or indoor, and you'll be able to have assistance registering for a free week of swimming lessons, Monday through Friday. Now, the next thing I was going to share was our summer free for all programming, which I believe is pulled up. Can everybody see the
Yes, if
PDF here?
you could slide it up a little if it's possible.
Yeah, I might get a little small, but this is
There we go.
This is our first page, and what's great about this program is that it is available in several different languages, and I'll be sending that link. It's available on around 16 different languages. But I remember my parents taking me out to these free concerts, free movies, free cultural events in Portland over the summer, and it was an amazing way to get engaged with my community, also meet more people, and just have a safe time with free popcorn. I just remember falling asleep to the rush of the winds, and I think I saw Wally. I got to see The Incredibles. This year they're playing Wakanda Forever, but I'm going to scroll up a little bit. So here's some information. There's free lunch and play. This is a program that exists all over Portland. You get activities and free lunch, and it's not in a way where it's like feeling that the main purpose of it is the lunch. The activities really have a purpose, and kids all over Portland love attending these just for the fun of it. So I'll keep going a little bit. I don't want to go over time, but here's our sponsors. And so we have our whole program for the free lunch and play. You'll see in North Portland, Northeast, East Portland, and you'll actually see also a guide of, well, ones that are accessible, and hopefully they're all accessible to all folks. And then we have our lunch and play program, that last bit here, but I'll be sharing this with Annie so everybody has access. And then we have our free cultural events. I got to go this past weekend, and actually Cupid from the Cupid Shuffle was performing at Albina Park. Can you believe that? Cupid, and he had the whole crowd doing the dance. It was a wonderful Juneteenth celebration, but that's just one of the examples. So we'll have live music and vendors. Now we're getting into my favorite part, the cultural events and the movies, the concerts. You'll see when it starts, and they do kind of wait till dusk, I believe, when it starts getting dark. So they have this giant inflatable screen that goes up, and you bring your blankets, maybe a foldable chair, and the whole family, friends, chosen family, and you guys can enjoy whatever movie you'd like. So you'll see right here all of these information bits. And feel free to add any questions, but I'm getting to the end of my part of this presentation here. So we're at the cultural events. We have so many. And of course, free open play swimming. So in addition to the free swimming week that are lessons, we have free open play opportunities. This is a time every single week at multiple pools where you can show up and do open play swimming, which is a time for families, kiddos to have a great time at the pool, use the slide, use everything, and just have a great time at the pool. Other folks would have the option to drop in. We have many options and pass fee, or excuse me, options and fees that could be presented for drop-in, but during this time, it's not required. So we have life jackets, of course, and then that brings me to the end of my piece here, and I will make sure to include the information about the free swimming week, the free open play swimming, the free concerts, movies, and cultural events, as well as the access discount that Daniel mentioned. And are there any questions so far? You do not need to live in Portland to attend the free swim lesson.
Good question.
Yeah. Oh, yes, free popcorn, I remember that. So we have plenty of time. Oh, there's a question, Fern?
Yes, I'm wondering if you could go back to the swimming lessons part. Is that open for everyone, or is that a age group?
It is open for everyone. Now, swimmers under 48 inches tall, they will need to be accompanied by a parent or guardian.
Okay, but adults are included.
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you know if any of the pools during this kind of a session would have adaptability devices for people with disabilities?
Yeah, we have a chairlift at all of our locations that can help you get in and out of the pool. The lifeguards are there to assist. And we also have flotation devices.
Wonderful, thank you.
Of course. And that access discount pass, it does apply to passes for the swim center. We have water exercise, which is a wonderful low impact sport. And it's a great community. They have places where you can increase your intensity by going in deeper water or stand the entirety of the class with music playing. And yeah, I'm obviously biased, but I really, really want everybody to show up to our community centers and experience this magic. It seems no one's in a negative mood when they're there, at least not when they leave and have gotten their workout in.
I would agree with you, Harmony. I think it's having, two kiddos, and we relied on the community center a lot, especially when they were younger, and they just made it accessible and more affordable than a lot of other places. And just the programmatic offerings, amazing, especially the swimming. It's a privilege to learn how to swim. And it's something that we need to make, accessible for all, because it is scary when you don't. So it is super important. I love what you're doing. I just really, really do. And I'm super appreciative of you sharing. Just that I love looking at that booklet and just seeing all the different opportunities that are available this summer that don't cost a dime, which is just so cool. So well done.
Thank you.
Thank you for putting all of that together and for taking time to share with us.
Of course, I did have one more thing.
Yes, please. We have plenty of time, so please.
Great. So another thing, if you've experienced trying to register for swimming lessons in the past, you may have noticed a lot of the spots get filled up quick. Now, we are working to better serve seniors, folks with disabilities, racialized communities, veterans, and teens in order to increase their access to our programs. So this means we have created a priority registration window where we reserve 50% of our spots. It is only available by calling over the phone or going in person, and you'll be able to register 1 week prior to the general enrollment, which you'll notice if you tried at 12:30, 12:31, all the classes filled with the wait list. So all you have to do is mention, I qualify for priority registration and I would like to register. So I'll also include that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Huge, hugely important. I just want to, I think, I just want to give a big shout out to Portland Parks and Rec for just really working hard to try and make their programmatic offerings, your programmatic offerings accessible to more and diverse. I just really love seeing this growth. So well done.
Of course, when we come together, that's one of the Portland Parks and Recreation things. We're better together, and I do believe that. We have events where people show up, and especially community centers would have never gotten the chance to, let's see, what's the word? Get exposed and become adjusted and get to know different kinds of people. That's what you'll get at a community center. But what I was going to mention is there was a question in the chat, and who can qualify, who's eligible for the discount pass. And I will pull that up so I give you the exact information. Thank you for your patience. So our priority registration window. We are working to better serve communities of color, seniors, teens, households experiencing poverty, immigrants and refugees, and people living with disabilities. As well as if you're registered as a partner organization like Community Services Network, then you'll just share, I'm registered and I'm a part of Community Services Network. And you can get on the mailing list right there, so you'll know, you'll never miss it. Yes, I'll be able to share the pieces that I was presenting on with Annie. And I think that might be one of the best ways, but I can just copy and paste everything into the chat if people can't wait.
You could do both if you felt like if you had it accessible. I don't want to create too much work for you. But if it was accessible, that would be amazing.
Try my very best.
And is also, Harmony, is this the one that's sent out to community members who are registered, or how do individuals get the pamphlet in the mail? I can't remember. I know we get it, but I don't know if it's because we participate in a community center or connected to, or how does that work?
Our marketing director emails our marketing director physically mails the activity guide with information about all the programming that happen in fall, winter, spring, and summer. There's 4 different ones. And you will be receiving that if you registered for an activity in the past 5 years. Otherwise, you can, go to our mailing list. And it is also available. All of our activity guides are available in the link that I'll be putting in the chat right now. It's the best way that I find it also.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So get those concerts on your calendars because they're super fun. And the free swim week is starting this Saturday, correct? Is sign up for that?
Sign up this Saturday, 8:30 a.m. at your pool preference, and they will run Monday through Friday every single weekday. It doesn't get better than that. Perfect.
Yes, having good swimmers is very, very important.
So that we can enjoy the natural areas and we don't run into.
Absolutely. We live in a beautiful state and there's a lot of places to swim. So making sure that we have that skill set is so critical. Thank you for making it accessible.
We do our best.
Oh, all right. Any other questions for Harmony? Okay, let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Harmony, for being here. Thanks for the incredible work that you and the parks are doing. Super appreciate all of it. All right, so next we have Aisha Hassan. Aisha, are you on? I didn't see you pop in. With Multnomah County Parent-Child Family Health. Let's see here. Okay, I don't see Aisha on. So now we can open up, might be a shorter meeting today, but you get the gift of time. But before we do that, I'd like to open it up to anyone who has either a resource, an event, a need, something they'd like to share at this time. So you can just turn your mic back on and go ahead and share or ask whatever it is that you might have. Wendy, go for it.
Hi, I'm Wendy. Sorry, my screen isn't real great.
Great.
So I'm an employment specialist with the Happy Valley Goodwill Job Connection. And I wanted to let people know that I have a big hiring event going on Thursday, June 22nd, from 1 to 3 in Estacada. It'll be at the Estacada Public Library. And I know that might be a bit of a drive for some folks, but I'll have over 10 companies in all different areas. And they have job openings in both Multnomah, Clackamas counties, maybe even some in Washington County. It's free, open to the public. And for this 2-hour event, people can come in, share their resumes, talk to hiring managers, all different types of jobs, food service, medical, warehouse, all sorts of different jobs from entry level to highly skilled positions like medical personnel to nursery workers, childcare. It's a great opportunity to meet with employers and look at potential jobs and enjoy the pretty library there in Estacada. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me or phone me. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Wendy. And if you would like to put your contact information in the chat, that would be great. And I think I did share that job fair in the most recent CSN email list on last Friday. You should have received it.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. But if you have additional questions for Wendy, I'm sure that you could follow up with Wendy after this. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else? Still waking up today? Well, I know that there are a couple events. I know that the CSN has a fair coming up on Saturday at Hacienda CDC. From Ruth, are you on? Is it 11 to 2? I think Ruth is on.
Hi, sorry, just finding
That's
the window. Yeah, it's 10 to 1.
10 to 1. Thank you for the correction.
You got
Yes. And they also are having a recycling collection. Is that correct, Ruth?
a trash collection event
Okay.
and with trash for peace.
Okay, awesome. So that flyer is also in on our website if you're interested in learning more. And then we are also scheduling for our fall and winter fairs. So if you're interested in collaborating, our spots are filling up, but we may have a few more open. So please connect with us sooner than later if you are interested in collaborating. Yes, go for it.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Yes, hello. Good morning, everyone. I love hearing about all the park stuff. Wanted to just talk about a couple other events that are happening on Saturday as well. It's a busy Saturday of community events. Good in the Hood is happening on Saturday and Sunday at King Elementary. That's always a really fun day. Lots of performers, lots of people, fun event. There's also a community safety fair that's happening at the East Portland Community Center. I will be there with Portland Street Response. There'll also be folks talking about all sorts of safety things. Many people from the city and county at that event. And then another thing just to bring up is ongoing on Thursdays from 11 to 2. There's the Montevilla Community Wellness Fair, which is put on by the same group who puts on the Monday events that are at Lent Park. So it's at the St. Peter and Paul Church right on 82nd and Stark. And the shower truck is there. There's food boxes, there's OHP assistance. There is a number of different providers who come there, harm reduction kits. I think Street Books comes there. So there's a lot of resources that are there. If you know folks who need to connect, there's someone to talk to about housing resources, all of that on Thursdays. And that's that. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you. Caroline, do you have, for the Good in the Hood, do you have a flyer for that one? For some reason, I don't have one for that.
I should. Yeah, let me pull something up. Sure.
Okay, you can just email it to me too, because I have
Yeah.
the Summer Fun, the health and safety flyer. And then the first one you spoke about was Good in the Hood. There were 3. What was the other one? Sorry.
No, that's okay. No, I think you got it. Good in the Hood and the community safety fair, and then the event that you're doing.
Okay.
So that should be it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Does anyone else? Is there another hand raised that I missed? Oh yeah, Angela, go for it.
Hey, thank you. I just wanted to put it out there that Home Forward's Goals program is going to be having a resource fair next month, July 20th. And we are still looking for a couple more agencies to have tables at our fair. So if anyone is interested in that, I know we probably have a few of you already, but I'll put my email address in the chat if anyone is interested. This will be it's open to the community, but it's aimed primarily at folks who have housing choice vouchers and are in Home Forward properties and enrolled in our family self-sufficiency program.
And remind me, Angela, is that will service providers or table hosts need to bring tents and tables too, or will those be provided?
No, we'll be providing tables and chairs, and it'll be indoors. In an air space.
Okay, great. I have information to share about that this week, so I will do that for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And if you have a flyer, please feel free to send. I don't think I have the flyer, just the sign up information. Thank you. All right, Fern.
Thank you. I'm Fern. I'm with Brain Injury Connections Northwest, and I just wanted to thank you all who have participated in our requests to support Senate Bill 420. Senate Bill 420 is waiting along with a lot of other blue jacketed to have hopefully this week signatures to pass on to Governor and for signature and implementation. This has been a work in progress for 3 years, actually longer. But Annie, you guys have been so supportive in sending out all of the requests for participation. We really appreciate it. I just don't know how I can say how excited we are for people with brain injury, no matter what kind of brain injury, no matter where you live in the state or what your personal circumstances are. This Senate bill is going to help with a statewide navigation resources program. And it's badly needed. And from my perspective, it's probably one of the most humane acts that the state of Oregon has taken. Thank you for the time and the support.
Thank you, Fern. You have driven the ship and you have done an amazing job, and we're incredibly happy to support you in this effort. So it's hugely needed.
A lot of people. Thank you.
Well, thank you. All right. Anything else? Anyone have anything else to share? Any resource needs too? And just know too that you can always email me by Thursday at noon if you have a perplexing resource need that you just can't seem to meet. You can always share that to the group. I'm always amazed at how quickly those are answered. And obviously any events, needs that you have coming up, job postings, any of that. Okay, last chance. All right, today was a little bit lighter, but you get the gift of time. I just want to thank all of our speakers, Kristen, Harmony, Daniel. Thank you so much for being here today and for sharing such important information as we venture into summer and all that is.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh, sorry. Go
Annie.
ahead. Yep.
This is June from Rosewood Family Health. And I just wanted to share also that our clinic is having a community health fair / grand opening for our new building on Powell. And just wanted to put it out there and invite anyone who would like to table at this event. And I'll put in my email if you want to reach out to attend. And it's on July 19th, the day before Home Forward's Resource Fair. July 19th, that's a Wednesday. I believe it's from 10 to 2.
Okay.
Put in my email. And
Perfect.
can reach out and yeah, if you want to attend, yeah, I'd appreciate it. So thank you.
Bet. Thank you. And if you have a flyer or anything to share, June, please feel free to send that over to me by Thursday at noon, and I will put that into our resource email.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, a couple updates before we sign off. So you'll receive a resource email this week on Friday morning, but next week you will not, because I'm taking the week off and Ruth has enough going on her plate that we're just gonna skip next week. So next week you will not receive a resource email, but the following week we will be back at it. So just wanted to give you an update about that. A couple other things. Our July meeting will be held July 18th, a virtual. The focus of that meeting is on like bill discount support programs. So it's a big, I think we have 6 presenters during that meeting. They each get about 10-minute slots. So we have the City of Portland Water Bureau, PGE Bill Discount Program, Comcast, Oregon Shines, Pacific Power, and Energy Trust. So a lot of different bill discount providers, but a really important meeting, especially if you work directly with community and want to be able to tap into some of those resources. We are not sending out calendar invites for the meetings anymore. Those are sent via the Zoom links on the resource email list. It just got to be too confusing as people join. Some of them will receive it as you join the CSN resource email, but just know you can always go to that email list and the Zoom link will be on there and hopefully it'll be the correct one moving forward. So my apologies for that today. And then last but not least, we are in the last stages of planning for our Nonprofit Connect for the fall. So that will either be in the middle of September or end of September, beginning of October. So I'm working on finalizing those details. It will be during the week and it will be open to all service providers in the community, which is you. So we're looking forward to planning that and hosting that again. Last 2 times we've had that, we've sold out. Well, not sold out. We've filled up, met capacity. It's free. So, so it's a great event, great networking opportunity. So when you see that email come through, make sure you register because we will have a capacity. And once we meet that, we will close registration. So just a couple of heads up of things that are coming up. And that is all that I have to share. Last opportunity for anyone to share anything that they forgot about up until now? Portland, oh. Thank you. And thank you. Oh, Sony, did you have something to share? No. Oh, that's my mouse. Sorry.
No.
Okay,
Annie,
got
thank
it.
you.
Sorry. Okay, awesome. Thank you, everyone, for attending today, for all the work that you do. Thank you for our presenters, amazing offerings to the community. Let us know if we can support you in any way, and I hope that you have a great rest of your Tuesday. Have a great day.